Chaska, Minneapolis, Jan. 7, 2026, Renee Nicole Good, a 37-year-old Minneapolis woman, was fatally shot by a U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement (ICE) officer during an enforcement operation in a residential neighborhood. The incident, which unfolded on a snowy street, has ignited widespread debate over the actions of the federal agent involved in broader U.S. immigration enforcement practices. According to federal officials, ICE officers encountered Good's SUV while conducting a large-scale immigration operation in the Minneapolis area. Authorities claim Good attempted to weaponize her vehicle and drive toward an agent, prompting the officer to fire shots. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem described the act as defensive, asserting the officer followed training and acted to protect himself and others. However, bystander video footage shared online challenges that account, suggesting that Good's SUV was not clearly moving directly at the officer when he opened fire. In the video, the officer is seen standing in front of the vehicle as it pulled away, and multiple shots were fired at close range. Good, a U.S. citizen, had reportedly just dropped off her child at school before the encounter. Body-worn and bystander footage show her in her parked car when agents approached and gave repeated commands to exit the vehicle. The ICE officer, identified as Jonathan Ross, has served with federal law enforcement for nearly 2 decades, including years with the U.S. Border Patrol and ICE. Federal authorities defended his actions, citing his extensive experience in tactical operations and prior field incidents. The shooting has triggered large protests in Minneapolis and other U.S. cities, with demonstrators condemning what they view as excessive use of force and calling for accountability and reforms in ICE's policies. Political leaders and civil rights groups have also raised questions about the justification for deadly force and whether local authorities should be allowed access to evidence in the investigation. The case remains under investigation, with conflicting narratives from federal officials and local authorities continuing to fuel national discussion about law enforcement protocols and immigration enforcement in the United States.